The suppression of words, images, and or ideas that are offensive. This is what's known as censorship. And thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to watch the videos. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, take a couple of seconds, hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate that. And so let's get started. I want to talk about censorship. And before I talk about censorship, I want to say a couple of things. I want to say, free Palestine. I want to say, I love Israel, and I love the Israeli people. I want to say, everyone in the world deserves free healthcare, including this nation, which is the wealthiest nation in the entire world. I believe that everyone has the right to healthcare and education, and I think that universal basic income is not just going to be a topic of conversation, but a requirement as the world evolves into an assisted one through the help of, or with the help rather, of automation and AI. And so these very things that I said, and also I believe all minority communities should not be discriminated against. I don't think it's offensive when another dude likes another dude. I don't. It has no impact on my life in terms of what I got going on, and it shouldn't have an impact on your life either, because it has no impact on what you got going on either, right? And at the very fundamental core of censorship, I feel like it is a veil for dishonest people who don't want to discuss meaningful and truthful topics. It shouldn't be offensive, or I shouldn't be censored when I want to talk about systemic racism. And I shouldn't be made feel like that's a weird topic. And nobody should be made felt weird because it's a controversial topic. Not white people, not black people, not brown people. Systemic and institutional racism is in fact something that impacts our every single day lives, and the more we don't talk about it, the more it becomes a problem. So the more people are censored when it comes to impactful and meaningful topics that are in everyday life, that is not a good thing, and it doesn't reflect a democracy, a democratic republic, one of which allows, and I would even argue encourages, its citizens and or constituents to voice their concerns and to demand an ever-revolving door of continuous and perpetual change, always seeking the best remedy for the biggest problems. I think that that's a good way to approach things, but censorship can be direct and visible, or indirect and stealthy. And so, for example, the internet is fraught with censorship. I mean, this could be from the company that is allowing you to put your media on it, to the governmental regulations, some like the Great Wall that protects the United States domains from any intrusion of unwanted or unwarranted news here for us to see. Now, again, one might have the illusion that when you hop on the internet, you're basically seeing, what's guaranteed to you, which is uncensored material, that you get to choose where you decide you lie on the opinion, but it's not always that way. So it's important to remember that whatever media platform you're on, wherever you're doing, whatever conversation you're having in life, sometimes things are going to be said that offend you. And it's up to us as adults to really evaluate why we're being offended by it, and to address that very uncomfortable feeling by talking about it, by figuring out what makes us so uncomfortable that I don't even want to hear what you have to say. And why do I feel like that? Because again, that's the bigger question. And once people get to those kinds of questions, then censorship can be seen for what it truly is, a tool for people in authority to govern and regulate your lifestyle. And that's not something that should be going down. And you should be demanding change.